Right, welcome to another little investigation. Now, I'm looking at, in this one, looking at Abrahamic. Because as we know, Abrahamic is the religions. Now, so as you see here, Abra means the crossover, or maiden, the crossover. And Abraham means father of men, right? Now here you see Abra means father of a multitude. Now, notice how you have multiculturalism, right? Multiculturalism. Now, as you see, Arabic means passage or crossing, right? So it's basically the same thing again, transition, journey, movement, right? So basically they were crossing and transition, right? So it's basically trans, right? Abra means to go somewhere, to cross, to journey, or to transition, right? So crossover, which obviously has a trans gender type of application, right? So that is basically the Abra part, right? Abra, of course you have abracadabra, right? Which is a magic thing, right? And but when you have Ham, right? Ham is the next part, right? Abraham. Now basically Ham becomes that, right? Which in turn becomes that, right? So obviously Ham is, pork, right? So basically, and of course Jews and Muslims famously do not eat pork, right? But see how you get from the Ham to May or Mai, right? It's basically you go from right to left, M-A-I, right? So become Mai or May, right? Then basically what you do is turn the M upside down, so it become Way, right? It become Way, right? So basically Abrahamic religion just become the crossing way. Just the crossing way or the transition way, right? So here the Abrahamic religions, of course, right, share common reverence for the figure of Abraham. Of course, what I see in here is this is like a man type of thing, or bloke, right? Abraham. And there's a point, just pointed out, there's the way, right? There's the way, and Abra means the crossing over, right? So you're talking about the trans religions. All these religions are basically deal with becoming transes, right? Which is the secret of the Judaism in itself, and Islam and Christianity. Right? It basically means the crossing way, the trans way. So obviously, when you have a lot of the politician figures and the establishment figures, right? Obviously the May becomes the way, right? It's just it's following the trans way. As you see with this one, it's it is a trans. And Baroness Maidenhead again, like the maiden, Abra, Abra. So the followers of the trans way, right? Again, this one had something to do with bringing in immigration. Again, whenever you see the spear, it's basically the syringe, right? The medical syringe. Now as you see, Yam Soph, which is the do of Exodus, right? Israelites crossing of the Red Sea, which is the bloodstream, right? In the story of Exodus. And again, the way, right? That could be obviously like the super way, or the way south, like the Jewish idea has to do with superiority, right? As I pointed out in a video before. Exodus 2:3, of course, for your 33s, right? Become Sea of Reeds. So obviously again you get the name Reed, which is red with 33, red with 33. There's Steve Reed, the Sea of Reeds. And again, a follower of the Transway, right? Of course, all these people go on to serve the Jewish establishment, following the Transway, right? So again, Reed. See, Reed with 33, EE33. We're referring to the red, which is the bloodstream. The sea there, the Red Sea is the bloodstream. So you see, Transway logistics. It's again to do with obviously travelling like that, right? Yeah. Yeah. LGBT's northeast way through. Yeah. Obviously the way, the way becomes, there's a 33 there. Yeah. BE. But they're styled in a 33. Transport. Now, basically, when you have Exodus, basically becomes Sod is south, and Yam Soph, it becomes south as well, possibly anyway, Yam Soph. So you've got a south there type of thing there, right? Basically have Sudan. I looked on this thing, and it says if you travel from Africa across to Europe, that's a northwestern direction or something, right? But if you're traveling to India, you're going in the southeastern direction. So this may be something to do with it, like maybe not, right? Again, Africa is located to the south of Europe. General direction of Africa to Europe is north. Again, this may be something to do with this stuff, right? In obviously, like turning these places into these other places, right? As you see, Islam, the most common religion in Sudan. Of course, you get Arab, the name Arab as well, from the meaning crossing, right? So obviously, like Arabs are nomadic peoples, right? They're nomadic peoples. Yeah. So you get the idea of crossing. Right? Again, we care like nomad. Yeah, like a wanderer type of thing, wanderer, traveller, and all that, right? Of course, that idea is very much to do with the Freemasonry. They're being a Masonic traveller. Basically, you get this name, Trevelyan. A lot of upper class ones is called Trevelyan. Again, basically the EE, the 33. Leading advocate for Caribbean's reparatory justice agenda by Poshua from the Posh family, the BBC. So you see how they're manipulating us from every angle, right? This is the one who's wanting Caribbean justice, the reparatory payments, the Caribbean families and that. And 6 sugar plantations in Grenada. Yeah, so what the hell's that got to do with us normal ones, like, see what I mean? They want us to pay tax for it and all that, but it's nothing to do with us. And this thing's definitely a transit. Right, James Goulston. Oh, former president of ABC News. So, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's just one big scam, as you can see. News people sort of marry other news people and all that. And then controlling all the agenda of absolute garbage. And double and 777 codes. Yeah, not sure it's the same one, but as someone whose Jewish forebears crossed the Atlantic centuries ago. As you see, they call it news division. You know, division because it caused division, like divide and conquer. Basically, anyone on that, like, is just all part of fiction. Like. It's just a fiction's thing. As you see here, candle media, so you know what a candle is. Moon bug. And yeah, studied Jesus College, Oxford. Newsnight, Panorama, Trevor MacDonald, all the rubbish. Like. As you see here, is Mother Jill Goulston. His most prolific film and television extra media histories in the Guinness Book of Records. So the whole family's basically involved in the fiction stuff. Right? And then you see here, Goulston worked with the United States House Select Committee on January 6th attack, assisting with televised public hearings. So I don't know exactly what that is, but it's 167. And obviously some garbage. So we're all in together, you know, one big type of network. We're all basically trans users. They follow the trans way.